Hey y'all, it's me, Tasha C. And out here this morning, usually I do it like late like this morning, whatever, my reviews on Sunday nights, sometimes Monday nights, whatever. But due to the fact, a tornado, they had a highway alert, and I live in Detroit, Michigan, whatever. The tornado, also known as Kenya Memorial Shore, was out. I didn't feel like possibly either watching the videos and it might black out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just waited and waved the storm. But on a serious note, I want to my condolences and blessings. I think there were 6 people they say estimated that have died or have been affected. There's a lot of people out that the lights were affecting certain areas, even just up here. So keep them in their prayers, y'all. So, anyways, y'all, let's get to the boring episode, y'all. I have my fingernail filer out because this is pretty much what I felt like doing the whole episode and choosing what polish color I was going to wear because all it focused on was Kenya and even the Portia. And the Portia Phaedra, too many damn P's. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying, right? And yeah, this is what season 6, episode 3. So we got Candy coming to the studio, and I guess she wants to build papers. So you know how Candy is. They made sure I got my credentials, bitch, because she had all. They made sure they closed up on her singles with platinum and this and that of what she wrote. They made sure they focused on that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame her. And she's talking to Don Juan about the situation with her and the mom. What that foul shit her Mama Joyce did last time, whatever. And then Don Juan showed his true colors in that abysmal pink pleather couch seat, whatever, and let basically know that he kind of somewhat felt the same way because he's worried about shit. Because he's saying one minute, people get not like he actually had any proof that Todd was foul, even though that's business and personal separate. But it's not like he actually had proof. He's trying to claim and put Candy's head things change when people get married. Like she's not supposed to have a life beyond the business. And he let her know, like just like Mama Joyce, which I've seen plenty of my fellow YouTubers were talking about. Which yeah, you do think about it is besides separate issues, she's worried about making sure that her wigs are always paid for and everything else she's trying to get. But like I said, I want to show his true colors. Like, I'm in it for the money, and then try to put in her head like marriage is something wrong. But then he tries to say, yo, I'm here for y'all. No, motherfucker. No, you're not. And then he let us know that him and Big Mama went to the big breakfast, $5.99 somewhere restaurant, and discussed this shit. And cause it seemed like too much coincidence that they planned and did this shit. So this night is nowhere near stage, which I truly doubt it is to this particular situation. And Candy made it seem like that type of person do some shit like that. I feel like I said, him and Mama Joyce, Don Juan's ass, sat there with I need to keep money in my pocket always. And and Candy's supposed to be our ATMs, okay? And we've got to get our trips to Hawaii and shit on. They up there discussing it with the big breakfast special and shit, and up there talking. So whatever, man. Can you stick to your thing? Your Todd makes you happy, and he's doing right by you, and baby too and stuff like that. Your baby too and stuff like that. Fuck everybody else. Just give a middle finger them all. Middle finger all. Oh, sing right to the aisle, girl. Don't worry about them, sweetie. I know she probably ain't gonna see us, but y'all get what I'm saying. Now that's ridiculous. Now we got Nene and Greg, and I don't know. I just started like really into watching these last couple seasons or watching more of them besides attending on reviews. But I don't recall we had Greg sitting there cleaning the house and stuff with Nene, or is this an indirect way of letting us know that due to the fact shows got canceled and shit, and Nene to a certain point she's rich, but not as rich as she was to claim due to a couple slashes in the salary and some checks. So I think instead of getting the Molly maid services and stuff, they gotta do shit they sell. So I think that's why Greg was making set on because Nene made us jab and like Courtney, Greg knew from the get go, not like Courtney, that I don't do stuff like this and blah blah blah. So he all when she's talking and stuff like that about she gets a call when she's trying to sweep or pretend like she's trying to sweep with the kitchen and shit. And she gets a call from manager, let her know, they've been postponed Glee, already, this is already a new normal. Like I said, the NBC curse and shit with these new series. The only one I think that's gonna stay is Blacklist, which I used to review, which is a good ass show. I might do a mid-season review, and, based on y'all, because y'all the ones keep me going, and other YouTubers, I may do a season, mid-season, and maybe a series finale overall review, or I may go back to like doing every week, but I'm not gonna do it to like December or some shit like that. After the semester's over with. And almost human. I know this is probably, but I'm thinking about. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's a good ass show. I might review that shit well and add it to my lineup. You know. I hope y'all watch it because that's all I'm saying. But anyways, y'all, she gets the call, and you know why? She just Nita decides to tell Greg about the saying about the leave, the postponement, and everything else, and it's on like hiatus or temporary permanent hiatus, wherever that goes. Here Greg decides, you know what? Let me give you the can of Lysol while you're at it, and it kind of ends. Now Cynthia, we're just gonna cut around because she really was in the scenes, and so but she goes for the surgery. Peter stays there with her. It's a weird question. Well, they asked about, basically you got the nurses actually just basically shaved the cooch and shit before, did the procedure. And then, she was thinking, even though simple procedure, why she has to sign a will. But just because it's simple doesn't mean, that certain stuff can happen. And, tragedies do happen even when you think it's going to run smoothly. So she has the surgery. Obviously, she made it okay because they would still talk to us. And, Peter for one second made it seem like he was cool. And he kind of get it, like, she could have died and it was serious. But then when him and the mom do get along somewhat now, but she admits in the confessional when she does go home that even though they get cool, he don't like people being in this house for so long for a period of time. That may be like less or more than 30 minutes knowing him. And because she decides to thank him personally, the mom comes in, brings the soup. He seems to help her, like, in bed, help her change pajamas. So like I said, he seems like he gets it, like, with something serious. But then he takes the time out when she's thanking him for him being her support and being there, waiting while she was at the surgery and bringing her back and whatever. He decides to bring it up like, oh, since your last girlfriend. So indirectly, he was more so worried at that time about making a sex schedule with her again. Anyway, then next, because that could be an old case manager itself and shit with Peter's ass. Now we have Portia and her mom, and again they have to sit here and say Lauren is a half sister, and they're saying like her mom, they have different mothers, treats Lauren like her daughter, and I'm just saying I don't know why the hell they still have that half sister shit, to go figure. But Cordell, messy ass, decides to bring, has the stuff and they bring it in. And then you notice the wedding dress and stuff is purse, you can see, is damaged, and he has at the bottom of the damn boxes, which we find out later on he really wasn't supposed to do that anyway by sending her stuff. She was supposed to be allowed to get her stuff out herself, I think. And his ass sit there, and I noticed too that they sit there now and had his face blurred out of the wedding photo albums that she decides to do, try to redo and remake Waiting to Exhale by scraping and damage. I mean, not with the fire. At first it looked like she had a match, one of them light matches. I could have sworn she did because her and her sister were trying to celebrate, but she just ended up scratching it out and shit. But they had his face, her face blurred out, like, when it started in the 90s. Remember how they had a lot of rap videos, R&B videos and shit, and they had all the logos blurred out and shit. That's how blurred out the shit was all of a sudden. So that's fucked up. But of course, they took the time to, like, before even that happened, the mom was talking about, the way it was. I think Portia was talking about him the way it was, and all of a sudden now, since I'm not with you anymore, I won't spill the goods, whether they actually happen or not. Not to say, consider his behavior on his own, that's not fucking helping. Now we got, where the hell is my goddamn, oh yeah. Sorry about this, y'all. Now Kenya comes on. She's talking. They could have just like left us alone, but we have Kenya and Brandon, and she supposedly has 5 o'clock, and her thing is she's out of the lease, even though supposedly she won, but here she's basically making it seem like her and the girl was friends. It turned out, now this is weird. Now they didn't have her face blurred out when they showed that she actually attended or was with Kenya or whatever, or met her up there when Portia last year had that auction or whatever charity event. But when later on, when a woman's coming there like to basically call the police to get Kenya out the house, which she claims is 3, but I mean Kenya might have lied, knowing her. We don't know who lied, but if it is true that it's supposed to be 3 o'clock, and she's lying, so they probably had that documentation paper. I don't know, and really I don't give a fuck, and neither probably do y'all. But anyways, here's, oh Lord, y'all, I don't know what the hell happened. So Java did over there. So if I pause whatever, don't think it's nothing but your TV screens. The motherfucker just did the shit, Anyway, y'all, let's sit here and get back to the stuff. So Kenya's sitting here thinking like the girl wants to be her, jealous. And the only person I realize that might or particular people give a single fuck about Kenya right about now, in most that probably wants to be her, is Brandon's ass. Because as much as he kissing her ass, stuff like that, sister, no sister, and stuff like that, I mean, the bitch better be careful because he might be the type that, later on be like, she be down bottom, the bottom of the well and shit, and he be asking to put the lotion in the basket, if you know what I mean, because that's the only motherfucker that's worried about being anything like Kenya. And Kenya again, she's a lot, have like, just this shit, like, some people, we all know that be motherfuckers do some shit wrong, but then they either blame somebody, assume the same shit, or just reflect what they really are. They reflecting on somebody else, and her with that bullshit. And then on top of that, she is so unoriginal and shit. I could have sworn fucking Aniba I found out was the one that said, don't come for me, I'll send for you. And this bitch just kept saying open. And I remember, y'all remember, with fucking the bitch actually did try. I think Sheree and Kenya Moore both tried to, I think, sue Funky Dineva, like the end of last year, beginning. I could have sworn that because Funky Dineva talked about his own self, and so then you have another comment. Then she started doing this shit. That wasn't fucking twerking. That's a goddamn woman you about to start, like aerobics or something, or some type of exercise, like jogging or some shit. I could have sworn because this bitch called herself, I'm twerking by the wall. I'm twerking by the wall. Not everybody should know the way she was even trying to bite. She was even trying to bite off this chick who got famous when I was still watching World Star Hip Hop, whatever, and it was everywhere, plastered everywhere. I think even a couple blogs. It was this one chick, she actually has a YouTube channel named Caramel Character. So give props where it's due, you capping ass, raggedy, rusted bitch. I'm just saying is, she's up there because she was the chick who was up there twerking by the wall, twerking by the cakes, twerking by the cakes, twerking by the fish tank. I mean, this is actually her saying it. She's the one saying it, but that's the one who was famous. Oh Lord, I'm just giving y'all a free show. Shit. Anyway, y'all, what I meant to say is that that was who it was based on. I mean, she just so much about this. She trying to twerking by the piano. Bitch, you were on a piano. Now this woman has proof that she's gonna have to sanitize that whole fucking damn piano. She's probably gonna do it anyway, but she's gonna have to really do, like antibacterial everything based on that bitch putting her fake cakes and just, like I said, her so-called twerking. She said me feel, but like I said, let's get off of that bitch. Oh Lord. So, anyways, y'all, she has to go into detail. Her cousin Shay, which questionable. I don't know how much Shay likes her, if you know what I mean. And they have a shared pain for them to be evicted and stuff, whatever. Since she got moved to motel, why don't y'all celebrate when y'all leave out the house instead of just sitting there and just procrastinating and wasting time? But like I said, Kenya has to sit here and cause the drama or to start the storyline. Okay, then we got Phaedra. They're having pictures of staying with the president. Actually, nobody really too much remembers this because they said the name so quick, but her second son's name is Dylon or something like Dylon. Instead of this president bullshit. And they're taking pictures, and Apollo finally makes, I think, his first appearance. I could have sworn, for he say complaining, like, here he gets bombarded. He's actually bitching and complaining about these pictures. He felt like he was told the last minute. He just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Phaedra's mad at her babysitter, whatever, because she just told her wife to nipple off the bottle or some shit, and then the woman poured out the breast milk. She got to fix another bottle or something. Just that type of shit right there. But I do notice this though, y'all. Now she was talking about to the photographer and shit, and she was talking about, oh, that's fine. If he getting paid by the hour or by the minute, whatever the case is, of course it's fine, because that's more money in his pocket. Cha-ching! Good strategy. Okay, so it's still come out of her pocket, so of course he'll be compromising. Not to say he probably ain't a nice person, but I'm just saying, that shit costs. And then she wants to see, then she got them all white because she thinks like black look like white, and white are like little angels or something, chocolate angels, chocolate drop angels. I don't know what the hell she was talking about, but that's the rub. Paul's still mad. He's sick and tired of shit, whatever case this next may be. And Phaedra says some other stuff, whatever. There's just really the photo shoot and just, you start to still see whatever's going on in tension in their marriage is starting to show more. Now, Candy's talking to Riley. And Riley, about downtime, how does she feel about the situation about her and Ty getting married? Now, in the first little girl, I think they talked a little bit before then, but Candy was saying how she loves to spend, mommy-daughter time with her daughter, which is understandable. And then the baby, look, why did she put the red tips on the baby? Ain't she like only still 12, 13? I mean, that's her business, but I'm just saying, oh Lord. You got red Kool-Aid down the baby's hair too? Okay, whatever. But I mean, the girl basically says she kind of just feels nothing about the marriage, but she does feel like, she don't really have based on what she was saying, she don't really have a problem with Todd. And then, here we let the cat out the bag by Mama Jones' little decide. I knew that probably, even though Katie asked, like, does she have a problem, about him, and she's claiming no, but she did bring an interesting. It turns out, which we're not surprised, that Mama Joyce manipulated ass lied on the girl and said the girl had a problem with Todd, which was Riley ends up saying, I'm the one who been telling Granny to sit here and say hi to him. So I can't even let no, I thought you the one, your mom and granny told you, like me that you're the one that she says you have a problem with him and stuff. And she's like, no, and then basically in the Riley's said in her own words, like, you know what, she will have to basically either respect y'all and get married. When you get married, stuff will change anyway. Because once y'all become married, y'all become one or something like that. She said, and she's like, either she'll basically have to respect the situation. I'm just paraphrasing, or either y'all just can't really hang out with her anymore if she can't respect it. Yeah, so I already talked about the surgery and stuff and the sex schedule and what else is Phaedra says something about. They had a little part about the baby was asking where he came from. She said something about scalpel, some door, something really irrelevant. Baby's cute, guys. I say that. Now we get like the second last part. Let's get this bitch Kenya out of the way. Then we get to the Portia stuff because Kenya again supposedly. All of a sudden, sorry, yeah, that's when Yahoo message pop up with the messages. Supposedly, Kenya finds this box with her friends, ex-friends, whatever, / her ex-landlord's box with this wedding dress in there. And like I told y'all, I ever seen the first review of that I did of this show. I mean, for this season 6 of the show, I talk about is I wonder really either that bitch got the dress herself, because I find it all this time you've been in this house and magically you find this fucking box with this wedding dress in it. I mean, I don't think that's the same one that she had when she got married, because it was a picture of her and the guy, and I think, like I said, he was bald headed, he was kind of slim. I think he was a little bit taller than her and stuff like that. Like I said, something's about that. I could have sworn, I think it was like a summer type of wedding, so like I said, I think it was even an LB Essence. So like I said, it's still a question mark what the fuck happened. Was it a green card marriage? Was it like, bitch you crazy and whatever, something went wrong. Okay, y'all. That is a mystery, is a Memphis. So but I hope I'm not the only one in Michigan, Detroit, or knew about that shit. Because that even my family kind of knows about it too, like my mom, for example, but like I said, what the hell happened? So I think seriously, this bitch probably either got this dress, rented the dress her damn self, or either when she thought she was going to have this fake ass walk from me. I mean, I probably wouldn't use it, but I think she really just got this dress to sit here and pretend like this woman, because she talking about is a present God. Don't bring the Lord's name into this mess. Talking about it's a blessing from God, and she's sitting there putting a dress on, and here they both, Brandon and her cousin Shay, is helping her, put on a dress on, sitting there having some so-called fake wedding. She's coming down the stairs, Shade on the back of the dress, but they keep saying, "Oh, you silly, emotion disturbed." But y'all just as more emotion disturbed she is, because the shit is wrong. You help her celebrate it with, damn wine and shit or Moscato, or whatever probably y'all was drinking on, and sitting here acting like the shit is okay. So eventually, the woman called the police and made a report, whatever, and Macy said she had to go in the house. Supposedly, they had the records of her calling the police, whatever, that she was supposed to be after 3 o'clock. So, like I said, we don't know the dispute, and like I said, I don't care. She supposedly, I'm leaving, I'm going to win fabulous. Anyway, bye-bye, bitch. Okay, so back to Porsche. Now, when Candy comes over, Candy said, like, Porsche is actually really cool and stuff like that, and she grabbed them thing. But did y'all notice that they made sure once Candy come in, the nasty ass Candyman, cameraman, not Candyman, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. They were looking for some candy with them nasty motherfuckers, if you know what I mean. Because all I seen was they made sure once they had, time to notice that this child, the dress, the way it's made in certain sunlight, if you don't have any slip on, you can see that, you can see all legs and everything up in there, right? Because as soon as you're in the door, they doing close-ups on that. Then when she's up there consoling, telling Kenny about what is going on and showed the wedding dress and stuff like that, did you notice they at least did 2-3 extra additional times they did a close-up or made sure her ass was shown in the scenes when she's talking to Candy? So Kenny even asked her, I'm just saying, I noticed they nasty asses made sure the cameraman focused on, I mean, I think they're trying to get Candy too, but, just seem more visible because, I mean, they both look like they might wear the same size jeans and stuff. Okay, we just see ass pretty much everywhere. Okay, but they focused, they could have just went here, up the back. I just noticed that. But anyways, Can't even ask like the reports that, did he hit her? And, it was that long pause. In other words, probably I hit you with no marks type of shit. And she said they had the issues and stuff like that. And Porsche still feels like, she's basically transitioned, she's still trying to deal with divorce. She's basically crying, stuff like that. And that's when Katie consoles her. Then the cameraman focuses on the asses again. And, goes an extra zoom out. No reason at all. I just noticed that. But Candy gives encouraging words. The rain only lasted so long. And, it would get better and stuff like that type of thing. So she's still kind of like going on and stretching out what we're seeing the first episode, about trying to get herself together. Because, even Kenny was saying, like, at first she thought, I think this is for I think she's seen how bad the wedding dress was he was, probably some dudes lash out, once they're in love and they get bitter and they do certain stuff like this. But, I think even that's when Portia said stuff. She first thought she was metrosexual, but, and then there was one thing I noticed here. Now, they find these candies, I don't, Portia claims this. Now, they had noticed, it was 2 boxes of sex toys that Candy gave, obviously Portia or maybe Bob, but maybe she might have most likely gave it to her. But one thing Portia admitted that she opened, but then it was another item, these balls, vibrating balls, that she said, I did not open this box, and the motherfucker was completely gone. Okay, so we'll leave it on that. Anyways, y'all, that's the conclusion. There really was too much going on with this episode. But like I said before I end this, rate, comment, the same damn thing. Subscribe, and share if you can. Also, I think even in the comment, hopefully everybody, I'm able to y'all see the comments, responses to y'all comments, because I think now, even for me to respond to everybody, had to have a Google Plus account. Okay, we're just gonna leave that alone. Okay, so, anyways, y'all, shout out to Mike B, the Ghetto Views, some more love. Self-esteem queen, Jay, Mayo, and that's from Up Down Discussion. Just pulling more. I'm tired, and I still got a couple more videos to go. Just as for starters, as far as supporting the channels, Pink Hugs. I can go on and on, and I should have wrote it down. You know what, y'all? I'm eventually gonna have to make. I'm probably gonna make it when I'm out on my break or whatever for school. Then the next month, like do a couple videos of YouTubers for y'all to like also check out and subscribe to and go from there. But like I said, I just should shout out that. I mean, that's not the only ones, that's just ones, not to say thank you for me. You know how you just like, oh look, I'm just tired. And this episode made me tired, y'all. So y'all take care, and I definitely will see y'all in the next upcoming videos. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of this ensemble today, because like I said, I gotta make up for the videos last night. Now I'm just dragging on. Alright, y'all take care now.